this is Charlene. We are going to do this word problem by setting up equations and solving for our variables. Okay, the first thing we want to do is read our problem. Our problem says the length of a rectangle is 1 more than 4 times its width. And then it says if the perimeter of the rectangle is 62, find the dimensions of the rectangle. So what I want to focus on is this first part. It says the length is. Well, in math language, that means the length equals. The length is means the length equals. And then it tells us that it is equal to 1 more. That's something we always want to focus on up front. 1 more means plus 1. And then it also tells us that we are going to have, it's 1 more or plus 1 than 4 times the width. So 4 times the width. So it's 1 more than 4 times the width. So basically the length is dependent upon the width. So that's what we're going to start out with. If the length is dependent upon the width, then that means that I want to call the width the width. It is the bottom item that everything else is dependent upon. So there's my width, and that means that I'm going to say that my length is equal to this phrase right there, or this expression, 4w plus 1. Okay, and then it's a rectangle. I already drew a picture. I always encourage you to draw pictures. It's easier to visualize if you'll draw a picture. So it's 4w plus 1. So this represents the length on both of these sides, and this represents the width on the ends. So now, if we want to find the perimeter, we would have to add up all of these sides. However, they actually give us an additional piece of information right here. They give us the fact that the perimeter is actually equal to 62. Remember, the word is always means equals. So that means the perimeter is equal to 62. So that means that the perimeter, if I'm adding up all of these, this length plus this width plus this length plus this width, if that's equal to the perimeter, that means that all 4 of those things are also equal to a total of 62. So that's how we're going to set up our equation in order to solve it. Let me go ahead and move this kind of over here and make it a little bit smaller so I've got more room to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and write this. 4w plus 1 plus w plus 4w plus what? Plus w. And that all of those sides are going to add up to a total perimeter of 62. They told us that in our word problem. Now at this point, it's just about combining our like terms and solving it using basic order of operations. Okay, so I've got a 4w right there. Do I have any other w terms? Yes, I do. I have a w right there, I have 4 w's right there, and a w right there. And of course you have to remember that there's an invisible 1 right there, and there's an invisible 1 right there. Oops, let me get rid of here. 1. Okay, so that means that I have 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1, which will be 10. Do we agree? I hope so. Okay, so 10w, so that takes care of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, and I like to mark those out so that I know that I'm finished with those. I don't have to look at those again. So now I'm going to look at 1 is a constant. Do I have any other plain old numbers which are constants? Yes, I do. There's another 1. So I'm going to go ahead. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So plus 2, and now I've taken care of these 2 as well. So I have no more terms that I need to address or look at. So that is all going to be equal to my 62, which has been just waiting for me to finish my work on the other side. Okay, so at this point we continue with order of operations, and we're going to get rid of a plus 2 by saying minus 2 on both sides. These will cancel, and then I'm left with 10w is equal to 62 minus 2, which is 60. And then how do I get rid of that 10 that is being multiplied times the w? Well, I undo multiplication with division. So I'm going to divide out the 10 on both sides. This cancels. I'm left with W is equal to 60 divided by 10. 10 fits into 60 6 times. So that means that my width is equal to 6 on both sides. And over here, 4 times the width of 6 plus 1. 4 times 6 is 24 plus 1 equals 25. So 25 is what both of my lengths should be equal to. And if I want to, I can double check that by adding all those up. I can do 25 plus 25 plus 6 plus 6. Well, 25 plus 25 is 50, and 6 plus 6 is 12, and 50 plus 12 is indeed equal to 62, which is what they originally told us over here. They said that the whole perimeter was 62, and that checks out right there. So these are the correct dimensions. I have a length of 25 and I have a width of 6. Hope that helps. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and come back soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.